Hey everyone, I bet you're happy to finally see this face in a submission video. I mean, after all, I'm quite famous around these parts. What? You mean you've never heard of me before? Well, this is embarrassing. Charles Kokolskyj, age 21, Sicklerville, New Jersey. Not ringing a bell? No? Alright, let me refresh your memory.
Here I am with none other than Chris Kokolskyj. I mean, us famous people gotta stick together and all. So, there I am in another submission video by Nick Walsh from last year. I'm sure you've seen him before. And here I am with a bunch of ninjas I'm sure you're well acquainted with. And some more. Oh, and look at this. I'm sure you've seen this scene before. Because, I mean, it is from your show and all. And so is this one.
As you can see, I'm quite famous among all of these ninjas. So,
but in all seriousness, as you heard, my name is Charles Kokolskyj. I'm 21 years old, and I currently live in Sicklerville, New Jersey. I go to school full-time at Penn State Abington and work two jobs. One being a student worker for the Office of Development and Alumni Relations on campus, as well as manage and teach over at the Warrior Lab, now called the Movement Laboratory in Hainesport, New Jersey. I'm sure you've heard of it before. And before you ask, yes, I'm one of those parkour freerunning guys, but I'll spare you on that for now. I currently live at home with the family, who's always there to support me no matter what. I mean, at first my mom thought I was completely crazy, because I'd always come home injured or bleeding. But she accepted it, and has become incredibly proud of my accomplishments. And even though my parents are divorced, my dad is also almost always there when we have a performance. And then there's my younger brother, Yuri, who's probably one of my biggest supporters.
You should say that I'm going to be the next Ninja Warrior.
I also have a second family, just as close as my relatives. They're some of the most amazing and supportive people that I've ever met, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. One of those people just so happens to be my best friend, Chris Kokolskyj. We met 2 years ago, and he trained me from rock bottom to where I am today. And sure, we may have countless stupid ideas, but somehow we always manage to come out okay, or laughing hysterically because something went wrong. We practically together 24/7, either at the gym or home, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't be what or who I am without him. And people say, mainly our girlfriends, that we're practically in love and have a bromance, but I have no clue what they're talking about. And then there's Brian, Chris's brother, who's also like my brother. When he's home, he adds to our awesomeness. Hopefully you'll be seeing his face this year too. And last but not least, there's our older sister, Courtney Venuti, who's always there to give us delicious snacks, as well as beat us up. But since I'm the youngest out of the four, I'm the baby brother, and I kinda get done all the time. But we're always there for each other no matter what. I mean, we can't even take a family picture without messing it up. Chris introduced me to this lovely lady, my girlfriend, Caitlin Fonts, who's also hoping to compete this year. You should pick us. I mean, sibling rivalry, as well as boyfriend versus girlfriend, come on. Such drama. And unfortunately, my family was hit by two tragedies in the span of 1 week. First, the week of February 1st, my mom had sat me down and told me that our cousin Nicholas Stepaniak, who had been fighting cancer for what feels like forever, actually close to 10 years, was given 4 months to live by the doctors. I was extremely disheartened and planned on visiting him ASAP so I could see him one last time. I had told Chris about everything, and he wanted to go down with me to Virginia to visit. Unfortunately, 2 days later, my mom had told me that they were wrong at first, and he was given only 2 weeks to live now. So we made plans right away to go down that Saturday, me, my mom, and my brother. Chris unfortunately couldn't come with us because no one could watch the gym in our absence. The visit was deeply saddening. The cancer had completely wrecked his body, and he looked far worse than I could have ever imagined. The same night we drove home, and I went over Chris's house to hang out, trying to get my mind off things. And unfortunately, around midnight, my mom had texted me, telling me that Nick had passed away that same night. I almost went into shock at hearing the news. Chris had saw my reaction to something, and he knew something was wrong. I had told him what had happened. He just kind of held me and hugged me. Everyone else saw what happened and knew, what happened. It would have been 10 times harder to get over the loss without my friends. Then secondly, 1 week later, the next Saturday, my great-grandmother had passed away. I never got a chance to show Nick and Brandy together what I've been doing the past year, and I wanted to dedicate my run to Nick in hopes that he's watching me and is proud of his little cousin's accomplishments. I've been training parkour and free running as well as Ninja Warrior for about 2 years now, and I've had the time of my life. I've also had the chance to get Apex Parkour and Free Running certified by Ryan Ford and Amos Rendell from Colorado. These are some of the most intellectual and awesome guys I've met. Now, I may not be the best at what I do, but I do my best and have the time of my life doing it, but it's still progressive at the same time. I'll spare you the talking for a little bit and have the video do the talking for me.
Thanks for watching, guys, and all you gotta do is pick me. I dropped my phone. All you gotta do is pick me. I mean, 1 for Nick, 2, this face looks good on TV. I would know. I've been on before, and I'm sure you've seen.